Hello, everybody. It's me, Bigfoot, Michigan Rob. I've got an encounter story about a possible dogman from a subscriber, Larry. And I got to say right now, everybody, my heart goes out to Larry with this one because this is sad. But Larry wants me to tell the story, and I'm going to do that for you, buddy. I would say this is kind of a Halloween story, but this is just a sad story, and I hope this gives some relief for Larry. Subscribe to Bigfoot Michigan Rob. Share me out. The super thanks is open if you want to help support. That's open at the end of the videos. That'd be cool. If not, please share and subscribe. Bigfoot Michigan Rob. Here we go. Hi, Rob. My name is Larry, and I live in Wexford County, Michigan. As you know, Michigan is a state with many recorded sightings of Dogman, particularly in Wexford County, Michigan. I, to be honest, have never believed in such a wild or crazy idea. Actually, I am skeptical of the existence of Bigfoot, let alone the Dogman phenomena. I watch Bigfoot Michigan Rob and your brunch show, and I am a big fan of Texas Front Porch. I must say, between your group, I've really started to come around to your guys' ways of thinking. This past summer, in early June, I do believe a dogman had been visiting my property, and I believe it was responsible for the disappearance and eventual death of my German Shepherd named Rex. It has taken a while to even type this, and just the thought leads my eyes to fill with tears. In fact, Rob, I have had to restart this email several times. I do love that on your shows you promote talking or writing about trauma is very good therapy, especially to folks that have encounters with cryptids. I certainly hope this proves to be the case for me. It was early June 2022 when I started to notice huge tracks on my 2-acre property in Wexford. These tracks I first noticed at the outer edge of the tree line that separates my home from the depths of the woods. When I say tracks, these tracks were huge, oversized dog tracks. Or at least this is what I had thought. I made this comparison to my dog Rex's tracks. I noticed that Rex's tracks had the pad in the middle of the foot with his 4 digits that would be his toes. Now, these newer prints were at least double in size just to start. Rex's prints were maybe a bit over 3 inches long and maybe 2.5 inches wide. Keep in mind, Rob, that I have never actually measured his footprints. That's just an estimate. But now, being these new tracks that I discovered not only doubled in size, but many of the prints did not have 4 digits, but they had 5 or 6 digits that surrounded the footpad. I racked my brain to find pictures of this and could not. Also, unlike the tracks that Rex laid, these tracks were sets that seemed to have no pattern. They picked up then disappeared and started up somewhere else on the property. Also, I'm not an experienced tracker, Rob. The patterns also seemed bipedal. It did not appear how Rex's tracks were laid out. After a few weeks, these tracks got closer to my home, and Rex started to act as though he was nervous. Typically, Rex would run about the property for hours, but the last few weeks in June, Rex would only go outside to relieve himself, and nothing more. Now, if I were to be outside and play with him, he would stay longer. But I had always noticed that he, unlike before, had started to gaze into the tree line. Sure, Rex had done this before, but the past few weeks, it was just different and odd. Not to sound cliche, but I got the feeling that Rex sensed something was watching him. Rob, I could type more about the description, but now it's time I must write this out. It was a late night. The wind was howling, and I could sense something was wrong. With Rex, that is. I thought perhaps I would let him outside one last time before bed. I waited on the porch for him as he went to relieve himself. He sauntered off maybe 10 feet from the porch, and my cell phone started to ring from inside the house. I quickly turned inside to get the phone, and Rob, it was not even 20 seconds when I returned to the porch, and Rex was gone. I started to yell out his name with no response. I went back to get a flashlight to go look for him. Lo and behold, Rob, those oversized 6-digit tracks were in the area of where Rex was last seen by me prior to going into the home. I could see his smaller tracks were surrounded by the oversized tracks at one point. Rex's tracks stopped as the much larger tracks turned towards the tree line. Then all of a sudden, the tracks, they stopped. Almost as though they had completely vanished. A pit in the bottom of my stomach turned over, and a sense of terror for my dog overtook me. I went searching that night, to no avail. 2 weeks went by. Still no sight nor sound of Rex had been found or heard anywhere. Local neighbors even took a look for me and helped me find my dog, again, to no avail. Then one day, upon returning home from work, my nightmare had gotten worse. At the doorstep of my home, I knew what had to be a limb from Rex's body. It was laying out on my very doorstep. And those oversized 6-digit prints also surrounded the outside of my home. And I thought to myself, Rob, what evil can do this? In fact, there was a 6-digit print firmly implanted by Rex's torn limb. Rob, I think something worse lurks in Wexford County, Michigan. I can't even type anymore. I am very sad, and I will update you on my investigation, Larry. Larry, first of all, I'm sorry that this happened. I say that reporting these things or talking them out or writing them out is good therapy. I hope that I did you justice today. I'm sad. Typically, these reports aren't gut-wrenching like this. I don't know what I would do if I found a limb of my dog or any animal. I love dogs. I love all animals, all wildlife. This story really saddens me. And anything I can do for you, you got my email. Please stay in touch. Let me know about your investigations. Everybody, Bigfoot Michigan Rob, please subscribe. Share me out. Give a thumbs up. Pray for Larry that he gets some relief this Halloween season. Until next time, I am Bigfoot Michigan Rob, also known as BMR. Have a great day.